Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling well. My name is Corey Lewis, Program Coordinator with Sickle, and we're here to talk about Project SCoviD, COVID-19, and sickle cell disease education. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So, with Sickle, we're all about elevating the voices of sickle cell disease communities, and it's such a rewarding experience for me because I have sickle cell SC, and to hear other warrior experiences, caregivers, and SCD advocates and friends to share these stories and how they advocate around the United States. As you can see, Sickle is a national sickle cell disease advocacy nonprofit that was founded in 2017 by Ashley and Marcus Valentine. Uh, Marcus, God rest your soul, we miss you so much. And our focus is around storytelling and advocacy. We have two programs where you'll find Face of SCD and Ambassador Program. With these two programs, we offer a wide variety of things from policy to research development, as well as storytelling and advocacy tools. We want to empower the warriors, caregivers, everyone who is joining the forces of the advocacy world. We want to empower that. We want to make them be the best advocate that they can be anywhere they go, from the hospital to the clinic to the library and the restaurant. Um, but that is definitely something we look forward to. And if you have not visited our website, make sure you stop by www.sicksales.org to get more information, updates, and events. So to give you some more information on the origins of Project SCoviD, Project SCoviD was built around COVID-19. Had a lot of different things happening with Project SCoviD. But to start with it, COVID-19 came and hit us hard in 2020. And I know it hit me like a deer in the headlight, but I'm not sure how bad it affected everyone else. And we didn't have all the best information that we needed. So definitely putting this stuff about simple things, COVID-19, SCD, into our weekly newsletter just to really hit the aim of getting the information out for these warriors and caregivers and families. But then as you guys moved into 2021, you see how aggressive COVID-19 got and it switched to these different variants where it really was very hard for people to understand what is going on. So that's when we took a step up and wanted to partner with 5 other CBOs to really learn different considerations and perspectives of the pandemic and what we're living. And this kind of gave us a lot of data to collect. So with this data collection, we were able to pilot the project to understand how SED communities were feeling living in the pandemic, but ultimately the vaccines, because they were being so pushed out so fast. A lot of people were very scared because they were not sure if it was safe enough. And that's kind of where Project SCoviD began to bloom. With the funded GBT grant that was started in June of 2021, this allowed us to kind of break it down into phases and do that environmental scan and finding out what is missing. Because really, with Project SCoviD, the goal is to we want to build trust within the sickle cell disease community around COVID-19. You know, breaking down those vaccine hesitancies and just really filling in the gaps of the information that keeps being misconstrued with sickle cell disease communities. And not even I shouldn't say ensure, but yeah, we want to ensure the safety of sickle cell and vaccines because it definitely was something that a lot of people had questions about. So on these platforms, you'll see here the project activities with Project SCoviD. Instagram and Facebook definitely gave us a wide range of just putting out information where we could get educational infographics, Spanish translations, weekly Instagram live conversations, and then also just story collections and sharing experiences with sickle cell and COVID-19. Some people do have the vaccination, some don't, but hearing those stories were very empowering to a lot of people who never even thought about a vaccine or probably never even had one. So as you can see, some milestones that we've had moving into phase 3. We were able to phase 1 start off with environmental scan, and moving into phase 2, we were able to set up a platform with social media to really learn and share stories. But moving on to phase 3, we were able to host a focus group with 5 individuals, caregiver and warriors, and these came from a various type of social media users in the community. So these folks were very well known in the community on social media with the SCD world. And some of these conversations led us to the relevance of information because we really want to know with Project SCoviD and the postings that we made, are we doing the right thing? Are we hitting on the right topics? Are we doing the reliance of Project SCoviD and making sure that it's a reference for many warriors and caregivers? But also the preface of the content was a big part of making sure that we were grasping engagement and making sure that we were doing enough to put the information out there, because there are opportunities for improvement. And we know that COVID-19 and sickle cell disease, um, it can be detrimental for some folks, but we're very strong people and we just need to know the information to be able to protect ourselves as well. So as you guys can see, through this focus group and our social media platforms, we were able to interview 30 individuals, storytelling and lives, published seven blogs, produced over 170 posts, and uploaded 2 infographics with 16 audio stories. So we really got a lot of engagement going on with our platforms, and it definitely showed us a lot of how we should keep pushing out information throughout the time of having Project SCoviD. As you guys can see, these are some of the recent things that we have posted, and we try to make it a real thing. We want you to hear from real people, real stories, and young or old. But the biggest thing we want to ensure everyone who comes into the platform is that everything that we post is always going to be looked at and made sure that it were reviewed by a doctor. Her name is Dr. Christina Hintia, pediatric oncology hematology. And she did such a wonderful job making sure that we also made sure we put the language out there right so everyone felt included. So you'll also find with the platforms of Facebook and Instagram, we have COVID combos. This diversity of topics and guests from sickle cell disease warriors, doctors, caregivers, and this is a really good conversation to have with different warriors because now we're talking and we're actually having an actual conversation and talking about the experiences with COVID-19. And this was something that was really helpful to me because not only am I just, reading from different stories or posting different quotes, but I'm actually talking to warriors who are dealing with COVID-19 or have dealt with COVID. So this is a great opportunity. If no one has stopped by the page, definitely check out the live conversations. We have featured conversations with Dr. Lisa Dunkel, who's with Novavax, and we had the first exclusive Novavax interview. And of course, it was amazing because it was with sickle cell. But Dr. Stephon Wallace is also a great doctor and scientist who breaks down the pathways of beginning a vaccine trial and how do we make sure we focus on or ensure the safety and the efficacy of the vaccine. So definitely check those out. What's next to come to Project SCoviD? We're creatively updating content to fit progression of the pandemic. I mean, we understand that it is very saturated in communities with COVID-19, but it is something that we can't let go. On the other hand, we have to definitely make it more relevant to the point where it's just something where it can be referenced. And we just want to keep those questions out there. Like, what do people want to hear at this point? Do people want more updates on guidelines, testimonials on vaccines? Is there saturation still there? Is there still resistance still there? So we definitely have questions that we want to keep open. And if anyone wants to share their story or would love to join on a live conversation, please make sure you find us on Facebook and Instagram on Project SCoviD. You'll get quick facts and you'll get all the vaccine updates and live events. But definitely let us know if you have anything to share and reach out. I just want to end this conversation with saying thank you to SCDA for the opportunity to present my work with Sickle. And also, I hope everyone is staying safe out there. Definitely think about your family, think about your health, stay healthy, stay well, and stay home. Have a good day.